as someone who liked the Dragon Ball since their childhood, I mostly think that we need more. Ever since the release of Dragon Ball Daima, I don't hate it, to be honest. When I first saw it, I felt like it could have a good story. The problem is why this? Why turn Goku to a child? I know it's commemorating the 40th years. I'm not trying to be those type of people to be like, oh, I hate Daima because they turned them into kids and it's not like Dragon Ball Super. No. But what I will tell you is this. If this might be better for overall fans. If you like Dragon Ball, just stick into this video. I know it's going to be long. I'm going to tell you part 1 of what I will call Dragon Ball Rising. Dragon Ball Rising is a little fan project I've been trying to cook up. Of course, it won't be like, it'd be more of a story base. This will have the cool fights of like Super, maybe the storytelling, or maybe Super's peak, like say the Future Trunks arc, or maybe even of Z. The main story's focus is on the Black Frieza arc. Yes, we starting it up with something everyone be wanting this entire time. The Black Frieza arc, essentially. And this Black Frieza arc is going to be different. It's going to be a movie. Kind of like Broly and Superhero. And this will have a post-credit scene that will be that will make a follow-up movie. First off, let me just set the scene. It will have the animation of either Broly or those small little cutscenes from Superhero, the 2D cutscenes. Either those two, if not Daima. We start with actually Beerus and everyone who was in Beerus' planet from Superhero going to this forbidden planet. Oh, and for the time lapse, it's like 2, maybe 3 weeks before, 2 weeks after the events of Superhero. And we see Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. And who they see is our main antagonist, Black Frieza. Well, he's not in his black form yet, but he's in his base 4 form. And as you can see, he prepared a bunch of troops. And so Goku, he's wearing like this type of Resurrection F gi, but like the colors are more of his first gi design, the blue and red. Vegeta will have this type of Boo Saga looking outfit, but the thing is, it'll have more design, and Broly will just look like Broly from Superhero. So we start that Broly and Vegeta are gonna fight the minions. Of course, they fight them very easily, doing some cool kicks and flips, blasting around. They straight up just fight each other. And both Broly and Vegeta have a good connection with each other when it comes to those two fighting against others. And they're getting bodied. Goku is already turned on his true Ultra Instinct in front of Frieza. Frieza, instead of turning in his black form, he turns into a form that is very unexpected. True Golden form. This true Golden form will look similar to it'll look like a mix mash of the other Frieza forms, like say second form with the Golden Frieza form. All that combined into one cool looking fella. And he turns on his super gold form because he believes that black would be too easy. And just like Saiyan Syndrome stupidity, he will straight up just he says, let me just let you take your time and we'll fight. And the fight does go on. True Ultra Instinct is just weaving every attack Frieza hits him with, does some cool little acrobats and stuff, and starts beating Frieza to a pulp, basically. Well, he can still take the hits. It's just that his punches are pretty strong, just not too strong. Then, once they both eliminate the other soldiers, Vegeta and Broly tries to transform. And you might be expecting Ultra Ego Vegeta, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. No. Because you want to know why? Well, yeah, you will see Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. But what you won't see will be Ultra Ego. And it's actually a similar situation what happened to Vegeta trying to transform into Yui as for Goku did when trying to transform into Ultra Instinct in the Broly movie. He couldn't. Yeah. It's like a one-time thing he did. Basically. And he doesn't know why he can't transform into Ultra Ego. Well, I forgot that there'll be a beginning thing. We'll have Vegeta going to Beerus saying, is there any other way I can unlock Ultra Ego? As that's basically the main story of Vegeta. He's trying to unlock Ultra Ego, if not further beyond just base Ultra Ego, as he saw from Goku. Ultra Instinct, UI sign, MUI, TUI. So he thinks, why is there any other forms? He's questioning Beerus. It's a flashback. And he asks, is there any other forms of Ultra Ego, or there are any forms that surpass it? Beerus says there's quite a few, but he will tell you two that he might unlock: false form, false Ultra Ego, and mastered Ultra Ego. These two forms are the forms that he could most likely unlock. He also says that there will be tier forms, kind of like Super Saiyan Grade 3, Super Saiyan Grade 2, Super Saiyan 3, 4, the tier ones. You know, where you got Super Vegeta and Super Trunks, those forms. But they won't be the same as what they were in Super Saiyan. They'll be just different variations and stronger variations of Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. And that, I do that because not only are the designs of what I'm going to put for these other Ultra forms going to make sense, but if Toei even listens to me, that could rack up money, because this will include recolors. Yes, sounds nitty and gritty, but don't worry about it. And then we cut back to Vegeta just trying to transform. What he can only unlock is Blue Evo, Blue Evolution. And all three of them charge at Frieza. They're all throwing their own hits. Well, Broly's basically trying to pummel Frieza, of course, just like last time. Thing is, Frieza's holding him. He's grabbing both of his hands and start hitting combos of his own. It's a big mess. And we see Beerus, Whis, Chila, and Bimo all watching from a side view. And, as they see the three Saiyans and Frieza fighting each other. Yeah. And while Goku and Vegeta do a Gatling Kamehameha, just like in the Broly movie, Frieza comes in and does something similar to what he did when he first encountered Goku and Vegeta in the Granola arc. Basically, frame to frame, where he punches the both of them stomach in the golden form. And guess what? The golden form, the true golden form, is cracking. And some parts are slipping off and showing these type of dark and black pieces. You know how you sometimes you get a scratch ticket and you scratch it with your coin and stuff? Yeah, something like that. And you wanna know why? Because he's transforming into his black form. You might expect that already. And he transforms as he launches Goku and Vegeta out of the way. The rest of his gold pieces just pop all out into his black. As Broly grabs him by the legs, throws him down to the mountain area, and straight up tries to pummel him. Frieza's still standing. He even gets punched in the face about Broly. It was like the Uno reverse on what happened in the Broly movie. Broly is getting pummeled, actually. And is basically bullying Broly at this point. Bro got his lick back and everything. Getting bodied at some point. Then Vegeta shows up, tries to interfere in the plan and, switch. Basically switch. Like tag teaming, you tag out. Frieza did not let that one slide. He punched him with the 1-inch punch. But he did it in the most disrespectful way possible. That'll be a common theme with these fights. These fights are going to be disrespectful as hell. How he does it? He, instead of using his pointer finger, or using 2 hands on this man's chest and then thrust punch, he used his middle finger. His middle finger to do exactly what 2 fingers would have done, but said he did it with 1. Pause. And he did a punch so hard, he turned him back to base. This man is stumbling on his own feet as this man is watching in awe. Just seeing what the horror of powerful opponent will be. And Goku sees this and basically puts Vegeta somewhere else. Horse Broly stands up and starts powering up. He yelled ferociously, and Frieza is still pummeling this man. Goku told Vegeta to just stay where you are and try to transform into Ultra Ego before things get even worse. And things get worse by the minute. Broly is absolutely knocked, beaten, pummeled. He's in his base form, lying down peacefully. Then Goku shows up to save Broly using instant transmission before he does a death beam. And Goku just stands above the mountains with his true UI form. Just looks at him in a very, very meh face. He looks at him just... This might be your end, Frieza. Frieza said, why do you monkeys care so much for what I done all those years ago? He said, care about what happened? Nah. I cared about what you did to the both of us earlier. A year ago. A year and a few weeks ago. And both of them charged towards each other to go fight. And Goku is weaving the attacks. He's dodging every attack that Frieza's throwing with his punches and kicks. But one thing is unexpected. Frieza grabs Goku by the neck with his tail. And as his man Frieza is about to charge a blast that could basically almost kill Goku, he bites his tail. Just like usual, more than once, he's done it before. And Goku kicks his head up out the way. And he pulls out a type of Super Saiyan God-like move. He pulls that Super Saiyan God Rasengan he did that one time in the Broly movie. And he puts it on Frieza's face to launch him down to the floor. And Goku just sees this and starts doing a Vegeta move. Ki blast spamming. And Frieza is about to do a neck chop to Goku. Goku instant transmissions. And this fight looks similar to what happened with Goku versus Cell, where they're trying to hit each other, but they're each doing instant transmission. And both of them are just trying to trade blows. And then Frieza puts Goku in a corner, basically, and tries to do it. Throw multiple attacks, and Goku just weaving through all of them. Vegeta, sideline, taking care of Broly right now. He's transforming even more. He is about to lose all type of power from just transforming because not only how he got beaten, but also the fact that this man is using the rest of his energy just to try using a form that he can't even. He tries to think about destruction, and he's trying to clear his mind. And he cleared his mind to destruction as in destroying Frieza. But it's not like his struggles were for nothing. His aura and his hair turns purple. Huge purple aura just splits the sky. As his man's muscles from Blue Evo turns down. What happens? Then you see it. A different variation of Ultra Ego. Instead of having the big muscles that Evo and Super Vegeta had, like, regularly, he instead has this sort of slimmer body, like Super Saiyan God. And he has this Super Saiyan 4 eye line, basically. Super Saiyan 4, like, eye line. But his hair, the eye line, the form, are all purple. All that's purple. Hell, it even kind of darkens his skin a little. Not by that much. Kind of like a Kai form. The God Destruction form that Topo got. But the thing is, he doesn't have those signs. And no, his skin ain't going to turn that dark. It's a little dark. And hell, he even shortens his hair. Makes him look younger. Kind of like Super Saiyan God, like I said. And this form, Goku and even Frieza, well, question on if that's even Ultra Ego. Vegeta says, I don't know what this is, but I know it is some form of Ultra Ego. Beerus is watching, and as he sees that, he sees Vegeta for the first time transforming into false Ultra Ego. This semi-form, this false variation of the Ultra Ego form, basically. And with that, both of them stand together. Both Goku and Vegeta stand together in front of Black Frieza. Of course, Black Frieza doesn't have that much scratches on him, unlike Goku and Vegeta. And, well, both of them charge at him. They start doing rush attacks, and they're both having perfect synergy towards each other. I mean, if you and your best friend fight a lot of people, and a lot of times y'all together, or if not, fighting side by side like Goku and Vegeta, of course your attacks will be synergized. Like, think about it. They fought with each other in, like, the Buu Saga, I believe. Either the Buu Saga or maybe Namek. No, not Namek Saga. From the Namek Saga up until now, they've been teaming together and fighting. And now they have perfect synergy. And something happens is that both of them do this type of legendary finish from Legends of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. You know, where they both do a Kamehameha final flash blast towards Frieza. They do that. They spin around like they're spin flying at this point, and then they do those two blasts towards Black Frieza. But this man Black Frieza holds both of those beams with his bare hands, and he sees no struggle in doing that. Hell, he corrupts those very blasts to his own and blasts towards his opponents. Both of them are getting beaten. As Vegeta is getting him, and then he goes for Vegeta first, because, well, he could take hits, and Goku, it'd be impossible because of Ultra Instinct. This man's taking the hits, and Vegeta, he stands for a few seconds, says, if I'm able to take somewhat hits from just base Ultra Ego, what do you think this is? A game, Frieza? Because if it's a game, then allow me to do this. And what happens instead is a dumb move. Especially if you know who the hell Vegeta is. What he does is that he sticks up a finger. What kind of finger, you ask? The thumb pose. He does the thumb pose. If you've watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, you know damn well the thumb pose for literally anyone is single-handedly the worst thing you could ever done. Examples, and it's not exclusive to Vegeta, include Vegeta himself. Done it against people like Perfect Cell, Goku Black, etc., etc. Android 17 done it before getting absorbed by Imperfect Cell. Goku did it before getting beaten by Raditz. And I think there's a few other examples. I can't name them off the top of my head like those. But in like just actuality, that is a bad pose to do, especially in a fight. It's not a bad pose in general. It's just a bad pose to do when you're fighting someone. Guess what happens? Frieza says, "You dare to mock me, you Saiyan dirty monkey? Even with godlike powers and a royal status, you are still a primitive ape like you, the rest of you, your specimens are." Yeah. And he starts running hands on Vegeta. Vegeta is trying to block those attacks, but they're overwhelmed by Black Frieza's strength, and he's pummeling this man. This dude is doing Dragon Ball Fighter combos at this point. And hell, even Vegeta is in awe. Frieza did Goku tried to save Vegeta, but guess what? Frieza knew this, and he elbowed Goku in the stomach. Broly finally woke the freak up, and he transformed into Legendary. He tried going all the way back to there. What happens? He gets one shot by the gut. If it was ever like a manga or an anime, Frieza's punch would go through this man's stomach, not like actual stabbing. Android 17 versus Piccolo, where each blowing on each other's stomachs, happened to like stretches their body like that, like cartoon character. It did that, and it turns Broly to base. What do? He does that one move Nappa did, the Death Storm move. Frieza did it before. And what do you do with it? With what finger is it again? The middle finger. Yeah, my man Frieza is doing the most petty crap, and he's doing it with a lot of disrespect. Before he does that, Beerus and Whis take them. Well, no, they didn't take them yet. But he did it, and all of them are at base. Frieza was about to do a small death ball by one hand to basically explode the whole damn planet. If it wasn't already struggling to keep up with Saiyans with godlike powers and a dude who trained for God knows how long, or the fact that a literal god in destruction and angels in the very planet, very presence of them, guess what? Whis takes them all the way back. The planet explodes. He yells out, saying, "You filthy monkeys," while they're already gone, thinking they're dead because he didn't see Blast. As he saw no bodies at all, says, "You filthy monkeys. I will find you and I will kill you." And it kind of ends like that. Well, that's not the whole movie, but that's just like one part of it. That's like the first fight all. And we get to see modern day Earth. It's just 2 weeks after the events of Superhero. Gohan and Piccolo just mastered their beast in orange form, and they still haven't told Piccolo and Gohan haven't told Goku, Vegeta, and Broly that they got new forms, new powers. And they all landed Earth. Goku, Vegeta, and the rest. And something that Goku told Gohan to do is to bring Goten and Trunks. Maybe bring even Pan and Bulma. Or no, what's her name? Either Brawl or Bulma? I don't know. I forgot her name. But to do something. And you want to know what it is? It is actually to do Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, not Broly yet, the Super Saiyan God Ritual. If you haven't watched Battle of Gods, the Super Saiyan God Rituals were 6 Saiyans all go in a circle and give their energy to one Saiyan to turn into a Super Saiyan God. Or if not, a lot of their energy. Not all of it. And they do it to all three of them because of the fact that they're preparing for Black Frieza. They know they can't take Black Frieza alone, if not at all. So they're planning that Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, if they master their God forms and everything, they would be strong enough to beat, if not kill, Black Frieza. And so they do. 3 God rituals later, they all turn into Super Saiyans. They're aroused by its immense power and form. Vegeta questions why the hell did he not do that to Broly. And he simply says is that Broly still has a little bit left to unlock. He still has Super Saiyan 2 and even Super Saiyan 3. And around the time of the 2-week span, Goten actually unlocked Super Saiyan 2. Trunks unlocked the ultimate form and a form that looks very reminiscent of Super Saiyan Rage. But it's called the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb form. What he did was that he tried doing the Spirit Bomb without the lessons of King Kai. And even with Super Saiyan. It was a massive failure. But what it did was amp up his Super Saiyan form. Amp up his Super Saiyan. Oh, he also unlocked Super Saiyan 2. Both of them unlocked Super Saiyan 2 by that form. And so, yeah, within the 2 weeks, Goten and Trunks already learned Super Saiyan 2. And that's by pure training. It's not by just sheer coincidence that they did something that would do it. No, they got Super Saiyan 2s by just training similarly to what Goku Vegeta did. And after this, Goku has another idea. He said, what if, and I quote, what if we train in the hyperbolic time chamber? All of us. Oh, I forgot to mention that Granola was there too. He came back from doing something. He's now back with, Goku Vegeta. And, he told everyone that they're gonna train. We gotta train in the time chamber. I know you're not gonna ask this question, but where are the other Z Warriors? Well, they're all off training to get stronger, because after things like the superhero arc and stuff, everyone went to go training. Yes. They did this because they saw what Piccolo and Beans and Gohan did. Instead of just waiting for Goku and Vegeta to complete this mess, always relying on them, they thought, how about it's their turn, they protect this, because they know at some point Goku and Vegeta are not going to return to planet Earth. They're going to stay in some other planet, or maybe not. Of course, that's literally what was and if you remember what was the message that Goku gave to, what was the thing that was the main thing for the Buu Saga to exist, was to pass the torch, basically. Because remember, in the Cell games, Goku did say, or maybe have said, that at some point, I would not be around for all the time. He might be around for a long time, but not all of eternity. And he's willing to pass the torch to Gohan. That's what literally happened at the end of the Cell games. That's why Gohan was a main focus in the very beginning of the Buu arc. And Goku still believes in that ideology. But the reason why he thought he originally failed when he did it in the Buu Saga was because he thought he didn't train them as much. Goten and Trunks did not have enough experience. They didn't really experience what Gohan would have done back in the Buu Saga. If they did, he ultimately thought that Buu might have been a lesser threat than what he was. They would have ended it by Super Buu, but they didn't and stuff. That's what Goku believed by the time this arc happened. And so After that, Bulma went to design some Saiyan armor. For later, of course. Piccolo actually does go to New Namek to go get new clothes because he knows, everyone knows that Piccolo needs to change his clothes at some point. And when doing this, he got this very dark blue outfit, almost purple-ish, but it's dark blue, very dark blue. It has the Namekian symbol, the symbol that Orange Piccolo has and stuff. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of aesthetically pleasing. It looks like similar to like the Resurrection Efgi of Goku, but a bit different color-wise, and it also has symbols of different people. Say, Nail, Kami, Dende, and his own father. In the gi wrap part that holds up the gi itself. Only because he's trying to represent the Namekians. And also a symbol of Namekian on his back. And he also has that demon sign that he had in Fortnite. That he has a back bling that includes of him just having a demon back bling. That's what they call it. He has it on his heart area of his chest. And everyone gets their ancestry clothing. Saiyans get their Bulma made Saiyan armor. Piccolo gets new blue gi that references a lot of Namekians. And Granola, he actually gets where during his training, or during his around the galaxy training, he actually stumbles upon someone who knows about the Cerealian history, other than the person that raised him this entire time, the Namekian. What he told them was that he actually saved an outfit for him. So yes, that's literally it. This is just gonna be part 1 of 3 parts. And here's a small tease for the next part. There's still one Saiyan left. If you like this series, please like the video, because I'm trying to get the channel up, trying to get the channel much better, and I hopefully this story gets big. The battles are pretty hectic, and there's gonna be a lot more cooler stuff and a lot more fan service in this. See ya.